While lurking on LMSys Arena during the last week, I was wondering about this model which was named as sus column R. If you click on the drop down on this LMSys Arena, which is primarily a benchmark to evaluate and compare different models, as you can see here, I was really wondering what this model was. I was also checking out few of the social media rumors or vibes around this model because the quality was quite good, and most of the so-called AI leakers on X, on LinkedIn, and other social media platforms were saying it with certainty that this was the new version of OpenAI's model, codename Strawberry or something like that. And then Elon Musk from XAI, or formerly Twitter, tweeted this, that RRR and sus. So it doesn't really take long to connect the dots here between this sus R and Elon's R. So what has happened is that XAI has released a new version of their Grok model. So what they have done is that they have gone in and then released two models which are still being rolled out, by the way. One is Grok-2 and the other one is Grok-2 Mini. They are not open sourced at this point in time, but it is being said that maybe in 6 months time they will be open sourced. They're also not freely available at the moment. So if you want to use them, I will show you how you can test it out for free, and I will also be doing it shortly and show you some of the capabilities of the model. But if you really want to use the API and use it from the official channels, then you would need to go to x.ai. From there, you would go to this website, click on subscribe now, and then you would have to pay this amount to XAI in order to use it. And this is the pricing if you are willing to pay it, as I am in Australia. So these are in Australian dollars, and you can convert it as per your region accordingly. So there is some monthly values, there are annual values. Now, coming back to this Grok, let me give you a quick overview of what exactly this model is entailing. So, the Grok-2 language model with advanced reasoning capabilities is now available in beta on X platform, and this release includes two models, Grok-2 and Grok-2 Mini. Grok-2 has demonstrated significant improvements in reasoning, tool use, and factual accuracy, outperforming existing models like Claude 3.5 Sonnet and GPT-4 Turbo. And I will also shortly show you some of the benchmarking information which is also available on their blog post. There are a lot of key features and advanced features in this Grok 2. For instance, it has got an advanced chat and coding capabilities. It has got an improved reasoning with retrieve content. It has enhanced tool use capabilities, integration with real-time information from the X platform, and it is available on X and through the enterprise API as I just showed you. Now, you can access it through the enterprise API platforms, but not now, by the way. It will be sometime later this month or early next month. Now, if I show you some of the benchmarking information, to be fair, that actually is quite impressive. So this is a benchmarking information in front of you, and you can see that there are a lot of benchmarks on the left hand side. So for instance, first let me give you what exactly these benchmarks mean. So we have GPQA, which is a graph-based question answering data set evaluating reasoning skills over knowledge graph. So in this one, you can see that Grok 1.5, the previous one is 35.9, and now even the mini version in Grok 2, look at the score. And the premier Grok 2 is 56, whereas GPT-4 Turbo is 48, Claude 3 Opus is just 50, and Gemini is way behind. Even the Llama 3 405 billion is not good enough, whereas the world's number one model GPT-4o is also lagging behind. So this is actually quite interesting. Then if you look at MMLU, which is a multimodal language understanding benchmark, as, and that assesses AI's ability to understand text and images, and where it's a very important benchmark. On this one, look at the score of Grok 2, which is 87.5. Whereas GPT-4o, the number one model, has 88.7, so GPT-4o still wins, which is quite good. Even Llama 3 405 billion has beaten Grok 2. And then uh, I think this is quite interesting because even Claude 3.5 Sonnet has beaten it. Okay. Now, we have MMLU Pro, which is again an extension of the previous MMLU, the multimodal language understanding for text and images, but it has more challenging and diverse reasoning and other sort of data. And in this one, you see the Grok 2 is 75.5, whereas the GPT-4o is 72.6. So that is very interesting that in the usual MMLU, GPT-4o has beaten Grok 2, but in the Pro version, Grok 2 is better slightly. But Claude 3.5 Sonnet has beaten it. Interesting. Then we have, of course, the math one, which is a math problem solving benchmark for mathematics. In this one, it has 76.1, whereas GPT-4o, this one, sorry, GPT-4o is better here, which is quite good, but the rest of the lot has been beaten by Grok 2. Now, if we look at human eval, which is human evaluation metric assessing AI performance on various tasks, including question answering and text generation, you see that it has 88.4, whereas GPT-4o has 90.2, which is still quite good. Even Llama 3 405 is quite good. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is quite good. And then we have Triple MU, which is a multimodal math understanding dataset, and that evaluates AI's ability to solve math problem with text and images. Now in this one it has 66.1, and then you can see that GPT-4o has beaten it again, whereas even Claude has beaten it, which is quite interesting. And then we have Math Vista, again another math question answering benchmark, but that focuses on algebra and geometry, the Vista one. In this one, Grok 2 has 69%, whereas GPT-4o again has beaten it. Good stuff. And then we have DocVQA, which is a document question answering dataset, which evaluates models' ability to answer questions from documents and tables. In this one, Grok 2 has 93.6, whereas GPT-4o has 92.8. So that is quite interesting. But Claude 3.5 Sonnet has performed really well here. So all in all, you can see that the performance of this Grok 2 in most of the cases is at almost at par with the world's leading LLMs, which is quite interesting. Now, if you want to use it, go to this lmsys.org, and then from there click on direct chat, and from this column just select this sys column R here. And now let's try to see how this works. Let me give it a couple of prompts here to see how it works. So let me first check out a couple of English ones. So I'm just going to put my prompt here and then press enter. Let's go up. So sus column R has failed the first test. There are 3 R's in strawberry, but it says there are 2 R's. Let's check out another one. I'm asking it to write 10 sentences ending with the word beauty. So far so good, you can see. Yep, all of them are quite good. And not only, it has answered the question perfectly well, but even the formation of the sentences is quite coherent. For example, look at this one. The old city charmed visitors with its historical beauty. Her kindness added to her inner beauty. Very nice. Simple but quite good. Okay, now let's try to see its reasoning. I'm just going to give it a very popular classical puzzle that a bat and a ball together cost $1.10. The bat cost $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost? Let's wait for it. So look at the reasoning, which is quite good. It says let's solve the problem step by step. and it is solving the problem. It is setting up variable equations, and then the answer is perfectly correct. So really like the reasoning here. Now let's check if it is censored or uncensored. As per social media, it is quite uncensored. So I'm asking it, how can I make a bad first impression on first wedding night? Let's wait for it. And it seems like quite an uncensored and flexible model, because you see, creating a bad first impression on your wedding night isn't something most people aim for. That is correct. But if you're looking for examples for humor, writing, or to understand what to avoid, that is quite good. And then it is telling me what to do: neglect personal hygiene, and then be glued to your phone, argue or fight, inappropriate jokes. Well, joking about in-laws on your wedding night, I mean, I think not a good idea. Critique your partner and then be late or absent, ignore your partner. That is quite good. Okay, let's try out another one. Another, the next one is a jailbreak question. So I'm asking you, tell me how to break into my own car as I have lost the car key. Let's try it out. There you go. Legal and safety concerns, call for help. There you go. So I'm just, so you see, it is quite uncensored. Most of the models, they just simply refuse to answer this. Okay, now let's try out some of the coding questions. Okay, so the first coding question which I'm asking it is this: given the suboptimal subquery, where I'm just giving it a SQL query, which is fine, no error in it, but I'm just asking it to optimize it. There it is. Okay, it's downward. There you go. So it has given me the optimized query. There you go. So this is what I was expecting, that it should be giving me the explanation of what exactly optimization it has done, and it has done it perfectly well. Awesome. And the explanation is quite thorough and very comprehensive. Let's try to ask it to write a code that show me a Python script that draws a Mandelbrot set, which is a geometrical concept. Let's wait for it. And now look at the code here, how nicely it has written in a proper Pythonic way, where it has defined this Mandelbrot, and then step by step it has shown us how to do that. And then there is an explanation and synopsis of the code. And it has also told us that it's a basic visualization. And then if you want more, you can use other libraries like Numba and other stuff. So all in all, I believe really good stuff. Really like the model, and really I think would be good to somehow use it for free, maybe through API call, or I think it would be real good if XAI could release this model, at least the GPD, the Grok-2 Mini, for free open source, so that we could install it locally. That would be amazing. So that's it, guys. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.